All right, fellow pilots, so as we get into this flight, check this out. This top rudder solo 103, it's going to be Microsoft Flight Simulator's first ultralight plane. It's really awesome, guys. This thing weighs around 254 pounds. It has an open cockpit, and this thing is only $10. So let me tell you, we're gonna fly over New York, we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna enjoy some high FPS because there's no glass in this plane that's gonna slow us down. And at a speed of around 63 miles an hour, we're gonna be cruising. It should be a good flight. So let's check this out and let's get into this flight. Here we go, guys. Welcome. And fellow pilots, here we are, starting right next to the Statue of Liberty. Oh, we got it open on the top here. This is pretty neat. Now I have to say, this is not the fastest aircraft we have, so it might take us a little bit to get over there. But check this out, guys. Check out the level of detail here. Let me focus right here. This is amazing. The wiring. I mean, my head, I am hanging outside of this, right? Look at how clean that looks. The brakes. I honestly feel like I'm about to fall out of this thing. Where's the fuel here? Is it in the front? You know what? I think the fuel is in the front. Probably how it balances the weight. And I'm pretty sure this has a very, very short range. But check that out. Look at the clear hoses. Actually, that is the fuel tank right there, if I'm not wrong. And that's probably the fuel line right there. That is crazy. Got the filter. Look at how nice this is. Honestly, if you guys want to go sightseeing somewhere and you're worried about FPS, this is probably the way to do it. Even though I do have an RTX 3090, we know that Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, it's not fully optimized. It's not where we want it to be. You know, regardless of whether you have a Ryzen or you know, 10th gen, 11th gen Intel, you know, we all want a little bit more, you know, improvement. We want it to run a little bit smoother. So honestly, the fact that I can fly through New York like this, I mean, this is unbelievable. And I have photogrammetry on, as you can see. You know, the details, the small little details are not perfect, but the overall big picture, it's excellent. That parking garage, check that out. We got traffic, top of the buildings here. Look at this. And I think the other thing is, since we're going so slow, it's allowing the scenery to load. You know, when you're trying to fly through here with an F-16, it definitely, it's trying to load everything real fast. Check this out. This is amazing. I don't even know if we'll make it to Central Park. How wild is this ultralight? I mean, this thing is just insane. You know, this is almost like the opposite of where you want to fly this plane. You know, you'd probably want to take this plane, you know, somewhere in the back country, maybe over to Sedona. But I just wanted to see if I could fly over New York and have a good frame rate. And well, the answer is yes. And look at how densely populated this is. And you know what? I hope it translates to the video, but overall, this is, I mean, it's not even overall. This is just smooth. This is crazy smooth. So guys, Steve just found out that Microsoft Flight Sim through OpenXR, if you have the reprojection on, it actually allows you to half the rates. Instead of having to run 45 FPS, you can run 22.5 FPS. And I'm going to show it here on my screen. I'm going to link his video below. He just briefly talks about it. But right now, I gave it a quick test, and I just cannot. I cannot deal with that motion blur that we get. You know, the prop starts, you know, melting and blurring. And surprisingly, I get better performance with it off. So I'm gonna keep playing with it. I'm gonna talk to Steve, see how it's working for him, because I think part of the thing is testing it with you know, a high density complex aircraft. You know, right now also, to be fair, you know, if I took, you know, an airliner or the CRJ, which I just picked up, and it's absolutely amazing, guys, so I'll be having some flights in that soon. But if I took one of those aircraft that have the complicated, you know, glass cockpits, it's definitely way more taxing on the sim. And holy smokes, check out this building here. What in the world? I literally feel like I'm about to fall out. This is insane. So I'm gonna link his video below again where he talks about that briefly, and if you don't know of his channel, definitely check him out. He's probably gonna have an update on that. But overall, you know, we've been trying to, everyone says for virtual reality, I want to have 90 FPS, but right now through OpenXR, we've been able to bring it down to 45. But when you have the rear projection mode on, you can even cut that in half to 22.5 FPS. It'll lock it at 22.5, which you might think, well, why would I want 22, you know, 22.5 FPS? But it literally just, I believe it creates the other frames that are missing and just smooths out the image. I mean, it's really just impressive how well it does that. So, you know, I would definitely recommend, if you guys have a Reverb G1, G2, check that out. Updates the latest version of WMR with that setup, and have preview mode on when you do that. So the winds are definitely pushing me around, if you guys can see that. You know, this aircraft is pretty stinking light. But I think we're about to go have some fun here. Let's see how this thing performs. All right, let's go. Oh, it's gonna break. I don't know why these trees down here like this reminds me of Jumanji. This is so crazy. All right, here we go. Oh, these streets are getting more and more narrow. What am I doing? So obviously down here, down low, you know, it looks a little bit more like a melted wax project. But, you know, when you're at altitude, and it's funny, as you get closer, things really start to improve, except this poor blob over here. But, you know, listen, I'm not going to complain. The alternative is standard mesh buildings, and a lot of times, honestly, when you're at 800 feet, 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet, the quality starts to improve so much that you don't even notice it. And let me show you that here just to put it in perspective. All right, so I pulled it back just a little bit so we can look down at the area where we were overflying. So we just zigzagged through here. And it looks like there's somebody else down there as well. We see the strobe and the beacon. But now that we're here at altitude, just check that out at how good these buildings look, really. They're all unique. They all have their own pattern, colors, design, styles, architecture. You know, that is amazing right there. That's why I love Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. You know, and not only that, look at the distance over here, right? So actually, let me pull up the map just to verify. Not too familiar with New York, but over there we have Teterboro. All right, Teterboro is 12 o'clock, so Newark, and LaGuardia is off my right. All right, so we're right in the middle, guys. So look at Newark over there in the distance, how it looks. You see the highway crossing over the bridge. the shadow of the clouds. I mean, the fact that the bloom and the sun rays come through the cloud, that's amazing in different areas. Look it up ahead. So we got cloud coverage here, up ahead not so much. To the right, you know, we have obviously some more cloud coverage over here. This is bananas. This is absolutely stunning. And I will eventually have a video here with the Quest 2 using Airlink. Guys, that is absolutely amazing. It really, really is. I mean, you know, you're getting to use the Oculus Quest 2 wireless with Airlink, and you do need a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network to do that. But I will tell you what, like, it's really amazing, and I was in shock. So for those people that currently have an Oculus Quest 2, you might be better off just upgrading your Wi-Fi router instead of jumping to one of these, because it is that smooth. You're definitely going to need a battery pack if you're going to be wireless, because it will send the signal wireless to your headset, the visual part, but your battery is limited to what's on the headset. So it's just something to keep in mind. But you know, the funny thing is, my biggest urge with this aircraft is to want to land. I just kind of want to land in different places. But here we go. Look at this, guys. This is what I'm talking about. When we're flying at, you know, 1,000, 2,000 feet, 2,500, wherever we're at right now, the buildings, just how unique they look. Everything looks so good. You know, the trees, you know, I mean, people complain, hey, this is melted. These buildings, you know, looks like a wax project, you know, gone bad. But got to be realistic. You know, there's only so much the team can do. There's only so much with the software, with the planes that fly around, doing the LiDAR technology, you know, scanning the ground. I mean, the satellites, everything, Azure technology, the Azure AI that's helping create these rooftops, the buildings, putting the AC units. I mean, just however it is that they're figuring this all out, you know, it's limited, right? But I will say this is amazing, because take this same scenery right here compared to any other flight simulator, guys. You know, I mean, I think really the team has done a great job, and as they continue forward, it's only going to get better. And plus, we get fun aircraft like this to fly. You know, at $10, the cool thing is I think we're going to have a lot of people that pick this up, and it's going to be a lot of fun to take this flying, you know, like with a little group flight, or a big group flight for that matter. All right, so we're descending here. Gonna see reference all these little diamonds over here where we can put it down. All right, so let's go. Throttle back. Oh, this feels crazy. Wow, I feel like I'm about to fall out. I don't even know what the winds are. This thing is sinking like a rock. Wow. Oh my gosh, how slow am I going? This is crazy. All right, 7,700 RPM. 20 knots is all we need to get airborne. Literally 20, actually miles per hour. That is wild, guys. 20 miles an hour and we're airborne. Man, this is this is just way too cool. Oh, look at the semi-rig right there. That's crazy. It's like frozen in time. Look at all the cars. I mean, the detail, I mean, this isn't even that bad, honestly. We got some basketball courts right over here. Another baseball field. Okay, so that building's jacked up. Speaking about everything's looking great. This taxi, it's like Cloak. Not sure what game he thinks he's playing. So we're gonna make our way over to LaGuardia. And yeah, guys, this is something, I mean, for $9.99, look at this. This is really something else. What a funky little aircraft. I mean, it's crazy that my motorcycle used to weigh more than this. You know, and this thing can travel places that motorcycle can't even go. So if you guys have a scenery somewhere you guys want to check out, and it's obviously pretty taxing, but you want to do some low and slow flying, I found yet another aircraft. You know, my last video over France, you know, I was enjoying it, I think, in the Pipistrel. Oh, slight stutter there. So I was enjoying the last flight in the Pipistrel, but this is really awesome. Oh wow, check out this. Anybody from New York, tell me where this is right here. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I have it. If not, all right, so we're going to continue this flight, and I'll get back to that update a little bit later on, guys. So Christian, one of the guys in our group, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 VR, has actually created a really cool program that allows you to have maps in a couple different windows here in VR. So I did purchase that, and I'm super excited to show it to you guys. A couple other members have been using that as well, and this is something he's doing on the side. It's kind of, you know, pay what you wish on. It's kind of a pay what you wish, you know, type of program that he's doing. So it's actually really neat. I definitely recommend that you guys at least go check it out, and I'm gonna have my video here up on that soon, so expect that as well. I have so much content planned. I honestly don't have enough time to do it all, but hopefully I'll be able to get to some more here. But guys, check it out. We're right here approaching LaGuardia, and this is awesome. This is really cool. Not sure what that thing is. Sunken ship. So if you guys are curious about this red flashlight mod, I have it set up right here. That is so awesome. So when you're in VR, having a white light, even this white LED right here, this little panel, the RPM screen, it's a little bright, it's a little intense. And honestly, red is so much easier on your eyes. That's what a lot of aircraft have instead. And I'm sure that some of them have white as well, but this is just way too cool. Not that I need that, but when you're in the Skyhawks and other aircraft, it is really nice. And for those of you guys that don't know, if you've made it this far, again, welcome to the channel and happy to have you here. But as I fly by this tower here, I'll share with you that I'm actually an air traffic controller at Miami International Airport. Super huge nerd there. And it's what I do. In real life, I'm not a pilot. Oh, check out these weird textures here. Oh, they're loading. Okay, cool, cool. Oh, we got an F-15. That is hilarious. But I work out of Miami International Airport. Been there now, I don't know, 12, 13 years. Time is flying by. And it looks actually like I have aircraft and vehicles reduced. So that's why the airport's a little bit empty. Normally, I have it pretty loaded, and we have a lot of stuff going on. But we're just gonna land right over here. Is that plane upside down? Oh no, it's not. It's a low wing. Let me see if we can put it right here. Oh, check this out. Right next to an Israeli F-15. That is too funny. But guys, we're going to end this video here. Again, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you guys joining me for this flight, checking out this awesome little ultralight. I definitely suggest you guys pick it up. if you guys fly VR, because the frame rates are through the roof, and look at how fast I can take off. There's a couple other aircraft that are freeware as well. I'll put that alternative in the links below if you guys, you know, can't afford that at this time. So there is a really cool freeware option, which you guys probably already know, but if you don't, check that one in the links below. It'll be posted there. And look at this UFO looking plane right here. What is happening? All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go and keep flying here. But if you have questions, leave them below. Let me know. Be well, guys. Take it easy. What in the... No, these UFO reports are getting out of control. I don't think I've ever seen a light so bright. That's definitely a UFO. Yo, ATC, you guys see that over there?